Okay, so today is Sunday, December 8th, and today I learned about kind of why we do certain things. So today in church, actually, we were talking about having faith in Hebrews 11, and there's just a few things that he said that I found very interesting that I wanted to share. But basically, faith is defined as believing in the unseen, like believing in what you can't see. Like we have faith in gravity, like we can't see gravity, but we trust it and we base like physical calculations off of it, and we like do that kind of stuff. Like they launch rockets having faith that like gravity in gravity kind of thing. I don't know if that makes sense, but faith is just believing in something that we can't see. So when we have faith in God, like we can't physically see God, but we have faith and we believe in him and we trust in him. But this also goes for, I believe there's also a separate part of faith, like of the definition of faith, of just pattern recognition. Like not only do we believe, like we believe in gravity because the patterns of our life were always stuck to the ground, right? I don't know if that makes sense. Let me give another example. Like if you have faith in God, then you believe in what you can't see. So you like believe in him still, even though you can't see him. But there's the pattern of like, when I do have faith in something, when I do have faith in him, he without fail has the better plan and like does what's best for me and that kind of thing. Another example is when you check out, like at a grocery store, and you have faith that the checkout system works and that when you put your card in, it's like taking the right amount of money and it's not like stealing your information or stealing your money from you, right? We all have faith that it works and that's just taking the right amount of money. And we have that faith because of the pattern recognition, because in previous times, it's always worked out that way. It's always like, it hasn't changed. We've always been able to trust that system. In some ways, faith comes from, like, believing in what you can't see comes from pattern recognition, but also we just need to have faith in certain things that we might not have experienced that pattern before. Like someone who is, let's say like there was someone who was completely new to this world and they're like, why are all these people putting all of their money and trusting all of their money information to this one little machine? And they're like, wouldn't it just steal their money? But then we're like, no, because we have that pattern recognition, but that person might not have that experience. I don't know if that makes sense. But basically, we do things because we have faith in certain things, in some situations, right? Because we believe in something that we can't see. And that belief comes from the pattern recognition. The belief comes from our previous experiences and just what we know. Maybe not necessarily from our experiences, but maybe from other experiences and from just knowledge that we have. Like someone who has faith in God might not necessarily have those previous experiences to call upon. So they just need to believe in what they can't see and just like believe, that kind of thing. But really, like, how can we apply this, right? How can we apply this definition of faith? Because this doesn't just apply to like believing in God and that kind of thing. This also applies to just like what we do, because a lot of the things that we do are based off of certain things that we have faith in. So how can we apply this? First of all, we need to build that evidence for ourselves, and we need to build that pattern for ourselves so that we know that we can trust in something. So if you're saying like, if you think that, let's say you don't think you're good enough for something, let's say you're having like imposter syndrome, you have to build that evidence for yourself, because you might not necessarily know if you're at a certain spot, but you need to build that evidence for yourself. Like confidence comes with the work that you put in. So ultimately, make sure that if you're unsure about something, make sure you have the evidence. And if you need to, build that evidence for yourself. Go through those experiences for yourself in that way. And then the second thing is that sometimes we can't build that evidence ourselves. And this is another thing that was talked about in church today. Like, we need to have faith whether or not we feel like it, whether or not we feel like we have that assurance, or whether or not we, like, if we're unsure, we still need to have that faith, whether or not we feel like it. So in the same way, like, if you need to be doing something, you need to be disciplined. This is kind of like discipline in a way, but in regards to faith, like, we still need to have that faith. We still need to have that action to do the thing we need to do, whether or not we feel like it. So that's just a small thing that I learned today. Yeah, if you like this video, then definitely hit the like button. If you want to see more, then definitely subscribe, because I'm posting every single day talking about what I learned that day and how I'm trying to apply it to my life and how you guys can apply it to yours. So hopefully you found this video helpful. Just trying to pump these out every single day, trying to be helpful. But yeah, if you like this video, then definitely let me know in the comments down below. Yeah, if you subscribe, then I will see you in tomorrow's video.